And I trust that this healing will help you in whatever area of life you are struggling with or wanting atonement for, on wanting clarity, so you can get clarity and know who you are and allow yourself to let go of any of the resistances that may be causing you suffering in your life. So let's get rock and rolling. So the first thing I want us to do is to bring our awareness to our heart, and just bring your awareness to your heart. Just allow yourself to let go. And what I want us to do is I want you to notice anywhere there is any anger or strife or dis-ease, where you may be struggling, where you may have an opinion or a meaning that is causing you suffering. And I want you to imagine, as you're looking into your heart and you're seeing into your heart, you are looking into a mirror. And the mirror is reflecting back to you the divine light from within. And where it's got these smudges or bits of shadow is nothing more than a shadow of the ego, nothing more than a shadow of perception. Yet it can hold us and catch us and keep us in suffering. So as we are there and we are looking into our heart, and we have this beautiful gold light just flooding out of the divine, of the essence of ourselves. And we allow ourselves to step back further, and we see on the different levels where we are holding ourselves in suffering. Because we refuse to realize the truth. And the truth is, we are light. We are hanging on to a story of suffering, whether it be neglect, whether it be shame, whether it be guilt, and there will be guilt. You will feel guilty for being a sinner, feel guilty for loving yourself so much. There will be some form of guilt there. It is one of the biggie ones. And I want us to allow ourselves to sit. And I want you to allow yourself, and I'm asking the guys, the big boys, I'm calling in Hilarion. We're gonna give this a good real nudge. And we're gonna go after guilt. And I really want us to open up and allow ourselves to see where we tolerate guilt in our field. And so as you look at the mirror of self and you're looking back into this beautiful light, this light within, I want you to ask your superconscious and the divine within to light up anywhere where you have shame, blame, justification, guilt, judgment, intolerance of others, intolerance of self. Any justification there. And I just want you to go and light it up. And then just allow this green light to begin to come and enter with Hilarion. There is no need for story. There is no need for going into past why it's there. There is just healing. There is just the acceptance of the divine energy, of the light, and we allowing it to ourselves to see the truth. We ask for atonement, for forgiveness. When we ask for atonement, we are asking to know the truth. The truth of the light and the guilt cannot be in the same place. You will either have one or the other. You will either hang on to your guilt or you will choose to know yourself as the divine. And so this, good. What happens there, as I said that, what happens there is you feel the resistance rise. Get excited. That's the guilt. Allow yourself to see it in all its glory and all its flavors and all its colors and ask for atonement. You're not going to battle it. You're not going to try and get rid of it or overcome it. You just ask for atonement. You ask to know the truth. And for some of you, you will have the thing that you are not worthy to know the truth and all those sorts of things. That's just the ego. That's just the energy just playing out. And you just let it run through. But I need to know. Again, that is just the ego. For when we know love as love, there is no need to engage in the stories. That's good. And we'll just go and lean in a bit deeper. When I look into the heart and I feel into this energy here as we're going in here, there is a resentment towards love. There is an anger towards love. There is a guilt. It's guilt, and it's just playing out in whatever way it's playing out. But it's like a thread going into your heart, like a needle piercing deep into your heart. They are like the way it shows me is like you are a dartboard that has all these darts that have been thrown in it, and all these spikes are all the spikes in your heart where you feel wounded because you believe you are the dartboard. But you're not the dartboard, you are the light. Allow yourself to have removed these needles that pierce deep into you, into your consciousness. The needle of unworthiness. And just imagine it's like pulling a long needle out of the center of your chest. And you're asking for forgiveness and atonement for not knowing the truth, because you were the one that put the needle in. Beautiful. Allow yourself to come around to the next needle. It's interesting. This one's a big core. This is like a nail, maybe where you crucify yourself, where you crucify yourself in relationships. Relationships with others, relationship with your work, relationship with your body, relationship with your finances, relationship with the divine. Yeah, like a big nail, a big 6-inch nail jammed in you. And what we do is we see it. We go, cool, I've got one of them. And what we do with this is we ask for atonement. For you to try and get it out, for you to try and fix it, to do anything like it, it's just like you cut it off and the bloody thing grows back. When we go into atonement, we ask to know ourselves as the truth. We ask to know ourselves as wholeness. We ask to know the divine. And this nail, this big nail, as you go into that's it, as you keep going in there and you keep being that love and you keep asking to see the clear mirror, seeing the purity of yourself, you see this thing, it just pushes out. It just pushes out of you. It is nothing but a lie, but it makes you feel guilty. It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel shame, makes you feel helpless, makes you do all those things. And you are bought into the story, and that is fine. That is part of the human journey. And as we let, there it goes, just let it come out. And just see how they just start popping out of you. And for some of you, you have got lots of them coming out. It's like you got a, it's like when you get a whole lot of pins and they all start pouring out of the container. It's like all of them coming out, all these needles of perception. They are needles of perceptions. That's it. And this is all opening up and around your second chakra and around your judgments and around your guilt and grief. That's it. And just allow it all to come out. Just allow it to be treated. And all you're doing is looking into the mirror of love, looking into your heart. And you are observing and witnessing. Beautiful. What I'm wanting you guys to get here as we are doing this healing, I'll share you a little gift. When you go beyond the reasoning mind and you go into the expansiveness of the observer observing, you feel the expansiveness of it all. And many of you have done this already, and you do this all the time. Yet when you let go of the observer observing the expansiveness, and you let go of trying to be there, there is a recognizing of the expansiveness that you just are. And it's in this, you know, I was watching some stuff on Alan Watts. He was talking about Jim Carrey and how he woke up, and then I was working with a client yesterday. And this client's on his way to be a billionaire, so he's a pretty cool guy to hang out with. But he has practiced this process of going into this light so much that now it is such a well-worn path that he now sits in the expansiveness, and it was the realization of him in that expansiveness that he can manifest and materialize things as quick as he chooses. He just has a thought and he'll go into his work and somebody will already be working on it. It is amazing. He says it's just amazing to watch how fast it is happening. But what I said to him and what he recognized is he lives in the truth. He lives in that knowing he is that expansiveness. Most of us flippy flop, myself included. And when we sit in that expansiveness, as that expansiveness, and we are just witnessing through expansiveness with no opinion of anything, then we can come into see ourselves fully in that light, and we go into the atonement. Atonement happens. Because all you're witnessing is the truth. There you go. There, a whole lot of you are just dropping a whole lot of shit. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing that. It's just like all these things that you've been hanging on to are just falling away. Beautiful. There you go. It is in the repetition of constantly being in that expandedness of being one with the universe. And this guy would sit for 4 days in his hot tub. So you know who I'm talking about, but he just sits there. Now 4 days, 4 hours in a hot tub. And he is so open there now. The pathway is so well worn that things are beginning to happen. He just knows they happen. He just gets the idea, takes the action steps, and has a knowingness of it unraveling. And he doesn't worry about any of the drama, about any of the what needs to happen, who needs to do what. He says, no, this is just happening. So just let's take care of it. Let's make it happen. There is a knowingness. So if you're trying to create something and you have disharmony in your field, you recognize that you have a shadow there in your knowingness. You are allowing the non-truth in. You're inviting the ego in. And you're trying to work it out. And so then the energy creates a reality for you of what you believe to be true. Beautiful. There we go. They're all coming up to, it's like your magnets, you're getting drawn, you know, like bits of iron filings getting drawn to the magnet. Just allow yourself to be pulled towards the magnet, whether it is the light, whether it's darkness, whether it's just something that's hard. Just allow yourself to be, allow the stuff to be pulled to this light, to this magnet. And ask for atonement of it. As it begins to hit the energy field, it'll just melt off, it just collapses. It's like it's all just coming in, dirt just coming in, it's just hitting the field and just turning back to matter, just collapsing. That's it. And just allow your heart to open a little more. That's it. Do not try and penetrate and push through. Just be a witness to it. And be a witness to that aspect of yourself trying to get there. And just have atonement for that. Because the there that you're trying to get to, you already are. That's it. And just allow it to, that's it. Keep letting yourself, that part of you, that aspect of you, striving and fighting and working, and trying to get there. Just allow it to collapse in on itself. Allow it to die to itself. That's it. Good. And just let all that stuff just sweep away, just wash away. There you go, the trying stopping. Now from within, there's light, this expansiveness. Allow that intensity of that light to begin to start pushing out. that clear mirror of knowing truth. That's it. And just allow it to start pushing out through you from the inside. Just allow this light to begin illuminating. And it's like a removing of all those holes, all those shadows, all those smudges in your field. And just allowing it to move out through your field, the light, to heal, mend, and treat any level of consciousness as it begins to move out more, as you radiate out more, allow this light to continue. That's it. That's it. Keep it going. Let it keep going. It's going to get as if it's getting bigger and you're going to feel like you're going to pop and expand. That's it. Just keep letting it go. Just keep letting it expand. Letting it. That's it. Keep allowing that to open. That's it. Just have your awareness of being a witness to the phenomena of yourself. There you go. Wow, that is a beautiful light coming out through the center of your chest there. Now it's just totally open. It's just like a floodlight of light. It's like the heart chakra is opened right up. Beautiful. And this energy is just flooding out into your field. Just allow it to flood out. Become more expansive. So it may be so big, allow it to go bigger until you become this light through your whole field. And there's aspects of you that are walking into this light as you atone and forgive yourself on those levels. And they're just going into the light. They're not burning off, they're just going into the light. Allow yourself to illuminate more, just allowing it to open more. That's it, till we get out to the edge of your field, of your energy field, where it starts vibrating. That's it. We're going to expand it some more and turn it up some more. Allow it to go all the way out to the edge of your energy field, raising the vibration. You're not doing it, just allowing it to happen. And for some of you, as you are allowing it to, as it's expanding, you're going to find little pieces come flying off. No, that's fine. Just let them fly off. They will be taken care of. You are knowing yourself as your divine wholeness. You are knowing yourself as the divine. You are letting go of any resistance or resilience that you have against the truth. That's it. As this is opening up, I'm feeling there's energy coming out of some of your guys' second chakra and your third chakras, where there's an instability. Allow the intensity to increase there, where you have been trying to control things, where you think you have to fix things. Allow yourself to turn the light up there, turn the mirror up there, open the cupboard, let all the light in, invite the light into your, where you have been hiding in the fear of yourself and the shame and the guilt and the abandonment and the rejection and the blah, 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 blah. Just let the light flood in. That's it. All through your base chakra, your second chakra, your third chakra. That's it. Just allowing them to flood in, the light to flood in. Open the doors. You must open the doors to let the energy and let the light in. And you do that through atonement. That's better. That's it. We're going now deeper into your core and your second chakra, almost like in through your umbilical cord. We're going to go down. We're going to go back through past lives here. allowing yourself to let go of any mistreatment where you mistreated yourself, where you were caught in the illusion of mistreatment, where you were asleep and you have been caught in this dharma of mistreatment and suffering. That's it. Allow yourself to go to where they take you to. You will end up at a place, a lifetime, where the energy and you are caught in some story or some place where you have not been able to forgive yourself or forgive them, which is just forgiving yourself. And just ask for atonement on this. Oh, there's a real weight across the hips here. There's a real angst in here, a real bitterness. And this is just guilt. And it's just carried through in your field because you have been asleep to see this atonement. You've been asleep, and this has just been pushing you and driving you and annoying you, and why things don't work, and because of this deep, deep energy. There it is. That's it. Good, good. There. Oh, cop it sweet. You may have been a dick in that life, or you may have had someone being a dick to you. Who cares? It's just a game. Just let the energy unravel. That's it. Just let it unravel. That's it. Let the sadness and the grief and the guilt and all of that just come piling out. Damn. Let that go. Man, that's some bad Chinese food. Man, let that go down the sewer. Just allow it to be treated on a level and allow the divine from your heart to just see, and then allow the mirror to open so you see yourself as this divine being in there. That's it. And you see where you were caught. You see the jaggedness, or you feel the jaggedness of the broken glass that was inside of you. And you just see it illuminate and change back into pure light. That's better. And as you stand there, observing, looking, allow the expansiveness to come flowing in through you, and allow it to open you in this realm. Allow the expansiveness to open and stretch. That's it. Just allowing it to stretch it open, breaking all the constraints, all the resistances. Beautiful. And allow yourself to see yourself step through that veil and walk into the light. That which you had forgotten, you had forgiveness and atonement. And as you walk into the light, it just burns it off. You are received back into wholeness. Beautiful, that's better. As you come back from that life, just making sure it's been cleared on all levels, lifetimes, bodies, allowing it to be treated in all dimensions. Any karma, any contracts, That's it. It'll come to just a pulse, and then it'll just disintegrate. And you'll be left with just shining light. As you look into the mirror, you just see a clear mirror, a clear reflection of self looking back. That's it. It's better. That's it. As you're sitting there, just allow it to hold. There's some distortion trying to come in. It's because you're coming back into your body. You're coming back more into your physical body. And the distortion of the some of the shadows. The thing is, once you're aware of it, you can't not be aware of it. Beautiful. Just come back into your bodies, giving thanks, asking for everything to be completed fully. Beautiful. I want you to look at those things that were causing you suffering in that. And just notice how they feel there now for you. Reach into them. Just see what it feels like. Is there anything there? Or are they completely just light and emptiness? Just notice. And if there's anything there, I'm just getting told to ask to have atonement on your resentment. Because the resentment is a judgment. You're saying God screwed up and got it wrong. And that's the ego. That's it. Much the energy of justification is coming up here too. That's it. Yeah, notice how you start settling back into the light again. That's better. Oh. Just let the pulse flow from you. That's it. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Okay. So just bring yourselves back fully when you're ready and allow yourself to go about your day with ease and grace from this expansiveness, looking at what you're wanting to create through this lens of expansiveness. Okay. Blessings.